Hey guys, so my very first Chit Chat Get Ready With Me video got a lot of great feedback, thank you by the way, so I'm going to be doing another one today. Today's should be pretty cool because I'm going to be using a bunch of products that I have not used in any tutorials or anything like that. Pretty much all of these face products are new, or I've shown in like hauls but haven't shown me using on my face, so that should be good. And I have a couple new eye products as well, I believe. This will be like a jumble of new stuff and I hope you guys like it, so let's get started. I've already toned and moisturized my face. I'm also priming my lips with, where did it go? Here it is, my olive oil and lemon. Absolutely love this stuff. Showed this in my last Get Ready With Me as well. Today I'm going to be using the Milani Conceal in Perfect, which I showed in a haul video. And I'm going to be using the Beauty Blender, well not, this is the Real Techniques version. And a little bit dirty, sorry about that. I wasn't planning on doing this video today. So I have the shade 01 Creamy Vanilla, which is the lightest shade, and when I talked about this in my haul video, I talked about how yellow this is. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera as yellow as it is in person, but it's definitely like, holy crap, like it's so yellow. Like, oh my god. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but it's really bizarre actually. I just want to say this foundation smells good. Like, I've never had a foundation that doesn't have like a typical foundation smell, you know? And as I've talked about before and shown in other videos, I don't normally put foundation on my forehead apart from like this like little area right here, but because of the fact that this foundation is so yellow, I do feel the need to kind of bring it out a little bit more, just because it's such a bizarre color. Like, it really, I don't understand. Did Milani not test this? Because I've read other people's comments saying that it's really yellow too. But as I said in that haul video that I showed this in, I can make it work with all the other products that I cake on my face basically, so I really don't cake it on, but
I've been breaking out like a mother lately. Like, I am not someone who breaks out normally, like, at all. Like, I'll get a blemish here and there. But I don't know what it is because it's not even in, like, one region of my face. Like, it's on my, like, nose bridge area. That's not my nose bridge. But three in my brows. A couple on my nose. I had one on this side. I had a couple on my cheeks, which is really rare. I had a couple on my chin, like one over here. What is happening?
So I do have, like, more spots than normal. Like, I've never been a huge concealer person, but so I have the whole line of these It Cosmetics by Undereye concealers, and I was originally using the light one because I am light, but then I tried the neutral medium one, and this one, because it is a little bit darker and a little bit peachier, cancels out dark circles a lot better, even though I have relatively light skin. I personally love this stuff. I think it is fantastic. A little bit goes a long way. So once that is placed, I use this It Cosmetics brush. This is their Heavenly Luxe Complexion Perfection Duo brush, and I use the little concealer one, and I just very, very lightly use that to kind of blend out the edges a little bit. But very lightly, like I use it all the way up here at the other ferrule so that there's not a lot of pressure at all. I'm also just going to put a little bit of this on my, a couple of my blemish scars because I find that this works on that as well. I have more, but honestly I don't really care, quite frankly. Like, I'm not expecting my skin to look perfect. I don't mind my skin looking like skin. Normally at this point I would also go in with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer and do a little bit of highlighting, but today I'm trying the Laura Mercier Cream Contour Palette. I have always been very highly against cream products in general because I have such a hard time working with them. Like, that I am not skilled with cream products at all, so I've always just stuck to my powders and liquids. Like, I don't need the in-between texture, you know? But we're gonna do this, okay? So I have swatched these and I've used them once and it didn't go well, so we're trying them again. So I'm gonna be taking this contour number 1 shade, which is the lightest one, and as I am fair, it works the best as far as intensity goes, and especially to start off with, you should definitely start with the lightest one. Now, by the way, the two highlights in here are shimmery, and they really are not what I would go for. This one is a yellowy gold, and this, do you really think this is gonna work as a highlight color for me? Alright, so I'm gonna take my Real Techniques pointed foundation brush actually, and I'm going to start contouring. I just want this to apply it. I'm not trying to blend at this point. I'm not a makeup artist, let me remind you of that. Also, I always feel like the two sides of my face are always uneven. I am not skilled, and that's way thicker than the other side. Oh god, they're so uneven. I'll blend and it'll be fine. And I'm gonna go up. I normally don't contour all the way around my forehead / hairline, but we're gonna do it today. Okay, and then I'm gonna bring it down. Actually, this is seeming like it'll blend better today. Yesterday I had a real issue with it, and I think it's because I didn't know what I was doing. I was really just winging it, and today I decided to actually like watch a couple videos to learn a little bit, because I really had zero idea of what I was supposed to be doing. Okay, so then I'm going to take a different brush, a smaller one. This is the e.l.f. eyeliner brush actually. I just got this as a freebie, but I figured this would be good to contour my nose. Which, okay, let's bring a mirror a little bit closer for this one. So I know you're supposed to start like at the top, but I think I do better if I start where like I can see a natural shadow. As a lot of Asian people have flatter nose bridges, I am like right in between. I have like a slight nose bridge. My older brother has none, and my little brother actually has one. We don't have like that defined area, so it's a little bit harder to find, in my personal opinion. I feel really cute right now. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Real Techniques contour brush. This is what I normally use to contour with my powders. I did spot clean it today, so hopefully it's okay. And I'm going to attempt to blend this out. Let's see how this goes. How do we feel about this? I don't know. Okay, well, from what I can tell, I like how the forehead is looking so far. This is like in place of what I would regularly bronze, I guess. I have a real issue with the cheekbone area just because I don't have defined cheekbones. Like, I have a very flat face. Like, it is so flat. Like, if I'm like sideways, like, can you tell how flat it is? Like, no dimension. Like, apart from my nose, like, that's it. So it's a really hard thing for me to like find. I have to make it myself, which is not good. Again, I'm not a makeup artist. I feel like I should blend my nose with my finger. I don't know if this is too big. Okay, we're just gonna be very... Oh no. This doesn't seem to be doing anything. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna... Okay, so I think I'm going to add a little bit to this side because I do feel like this side is darker. I don't know if it's going to show up that way on camera, but 'tis the reality. Okay, well, we're just going to go with that for now. Okay, I'm just going to take the slightest bit of the Contour Medium number 2 shade here, and I'm going to just add just a little bit to the very outer parts of the contour, just to deepen that shadow a little bit. I feel so chiseled. How do I look? I do feel like this palette is made for people with a little bit of a darker skin tone, despite the fact that this Contour 1 shade, it works for me, but you know, especially like this Highlight 2 shade, like there's absolutely no way that I can make that work for my skin tone. And this Contour Deep shade I could definitely use once I get a little bit tanner, but again, I feel like as a whole, this might be better for someone with a medium skin tone. That's just from a couple uses. But the creams themselves are super easy to blend. I really enjoyed actually. Like so far, I think this looks pretty nice. I definitely think it takes a little bit of practice, but I'm happy with this so far. What do you guys think? Alright, so now I'm going to highlight. I really don't highlight that much. I just take my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in Light Warm. I want to give Chictopia a shout out because they did give me this product for our beauty trends video, but that trend just got cut. So thank you to my friends at Chictopia for this concealer. I absolutely love it. A little bit goes quite a long way with this stuff. In fact, when I take it out, I actually like wipe off the excess because you really don't need that much. See, that might have even been too much on my nose there. That was too much. My forehead looks like a reflective tanning thing. It's okay. Blending is your friend, as I always say. I've only said that like twice. I realized that I didn't contour my jawline, which I don't always do, but I just did that really quickly. Just took some of the Contour #1 cream and just went right along my jawline and just blended it out both up and down just to make sure that it's a seamless transition. Hopefully it is. But now I'm going to set things with this Mercier translucent powder. Everybody and their mama raves about this stuff, so I figured I would give it a try as well. I'm going to be using the Real Techniques setting brush to set under my eyes first. I never have to set my full forehead because there's usually not any product up here, but I guess I have to today. This is so weird. Alright, we're all set. I have to say, I really do love how this turned out. It was looking a little bit crazy, honestly, initially, but now maybe I'm just getting used to it. I don't know, but I think it looks nice. So we're moving on to blush. This is the Becca Mineral Blush in Flowerchild. I also have this in the Afterglow palette. I'm going to highlight a little bit my cheekbones. I'm going to be using the Becca Afterglow palette, and I'm going to be taking Moonstone. This has been my go-to. Okay, last but not least for what I consider face makeup is this thing is right up here. So I use a combination of the NYX Tame frame first, and then to follow up the Anastasia medium brown powder duo. Okay, I'm like way too far from the mirror. This is not gonna work. Hold on. Fully aware my brows are looking crazy as hell right now, so don't worry though. What I do is I take a makeup wipe, Usually ones that don't work for my face, like the ones that just don't cut it, I keep those like to the side and use them to like clean up brows, clean up swatches, that kind of thing. Now that I've done most of my brow, I always leave the inner part to the lighter shade in the brow duo here. So I take this one over here. And I'll take the darker one, and I have like no hair up here where I kind of create a little bit of an arch, and I just kind of fill that in.